So copy down the triangle and then try to identify which ratio will work here to find x or y. What do you think? If I apply sine ratio or cosine ratio or tan ratio in my expression, there will be only one unknown term. So try. So Nelly, what do you think? If I apply which ratio, I will be able to find out x. Okay, I believe now the diagram is clear. Now we have to identify clearly which ratio we will apply here to find x and y. If I try to apply sine ratio, let's see what is coming. My angle is 30 degrees. Then depending on that, you have to decide what is my hypotenuse and what is my adjacent, what is my opposite side. So this side is the longest side, therefore 8 centimeter will be the hypotenuse. And x is the opposite side of 30 degrees, therefore this will be opposite. Then remaining side will be the adjacent. I'll just keep a note, a small note here if I miss it. This will be adjacent, this will be hypotenuse, and this will be opposite. Just one letter I mentioned there, just to clarify it clearly. Adjacent. Now I apply sine ratio to this triangle for this 30-degree angle. Sine 30 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. What is the opposite side of 30 degrees? That is x. Divide by hypotenuse. We found that this is going to be the hypotenuse because it is the longer side as well as the side which is opposite to 90 degrees. Therefore, it. Now, how do we simplify hereafter? That is quite simple. Take the calculator. I believe you all have scientific calculators. If not using mobile, even in mobiles, it's available the calculator. If you rotate it to horizontal mode, the calculator, it will turn automatically to scientific mode, right? Then press sine and within brackets just 30. What is the answer you get? May I know? What is the value you get if I press sine 30 in the calculator? If you typed, what is the value you get? Can you tell me? Can somebody tell me if you press sine 30, what is the answer that you get in the calculator? Quickly tell me. Okay, if you are unable to find out, I'll just show you using my screen. I believe you can see my screen clearly. Hmm. There, I hope you can see my calculator clearly here, right? So I press view scientific mode. Then I get this kind of a calculator. Then here we have sine. Then I can press 30 sine. So just 30. Then I press sine. Then I get the answer as 0.5. Is it clear? If I do it again, press the angle first because this is the computer calculator 30. Then what I want to find sine, then sine 30. If you want to find cos 30, just type 30 then cos like that. Okay, I believe it is okay, right? Then sine 30 will be you have found 0.5. So I substitute 0.5 here equals to x over 8. Then you have learned a method called as cross multiplication method. So I multiply this 0.5 by 8 to get the answer for x. So that will be 4 centimeters. So x equal 4 centimeter. May I know whether you all got it? Is it clear? How we found the value of x, the length x? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I applied sine ratio and found the value of x. Now think to find y, whether we are going to apply tan ratio or cosine ratio. What do you think? Which ratio? If I want to find this side, this is my adjacent. Then pick from three formulae where you have adjacent. You can see in sine ratio we don't have adjacent. In tan ratio and cosine ratio we have adjacent side. So I prefer I'll be using cosine ratio here. So cos 30 degrees is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is y, hypotenuse is 8. Y over 8. Now cos 30. Take the calculator, type it again. You can write the answer as a select value or a decimal answer, no problem with that. Find from calculator what is cos 30. Type in the calculator cosine 30, then get it done. How much is it? As a decimal answer, 0. What? 0.
6.
0.8660. Yeah, 0.8660. Normally, please get used to write at least how many decimal places? 4 decimal places when you find angles from calculator, the respective values, right? Y over 8. Then y is equal to apply cross multiplication. So y is equal to 0.8660 multiplied by 8. 0, 6.9280. 6.9280. So I can cut 0 here. 6.928 will be the length. So you can write it to three significant figures to a final answer. I believe you remember that how to find it. This is my first significant figure 6, 9 second significant figure, 2 third significant figure, but you can see the fourth one is 8. Therefore 2 will be 3, 6.93 centimeters. Okay, after this is done, try this one. First identify what is hypotenuse, what is adjacent, what is opposite. Depending on the angle that I have given, then apply the correct ratio and find out x and y quickly. Shall we try quickly? We have about to discuss that. So, what is the ratio I can apply to find out the length of y? Sine no, cosine no, tan. What do you think?
And
Tan. I apply tan 20. Opposite side these two. Adjacent side is 1. So quite okay. I think tan 20 you can type in the calculator and get it done. Tan 20. So you are getting it as 0.3639. So roughly 0.3639 means it becomes 40 equal to over 1. Now this is a very important one. Now here we have 0 point something equal 1. If I cross multiply, this becomes 0.36401. Rather than that, what you can do at once, you swap these two. Take y up, take this decimal answer down. You can do like that. Y equal 2 divided by 0.3640. Then you will get the answer quite easily. So answer will be 5.49. That means 5.50 centimeters. So three significant figures. I believe it is fine, right? If you have any doubt, let me know. Is it okay? Only Manager women. Is it fine?
okay, sir.
Okay. Then quickly we will attend to the next one. If I want to find x, opposite is given. We have to find hypotenuse. Then opposite over hypotenuse means what? Sine. So I apply sine 20 equals to opposite is 2. Hypotenuse is x. Again the same thing there you can see. There also what will happen, sine 20 will be same answer, 2 over x. Here we have 2 over y. If you simplify at last, you will get the same answer as 5.50. 5.50. So this is the beginning of questions by applying sine, cos, tan ratio. Now we will see the other way. Other way means what? I'm not going to give you the angles. We have to find the angles. We have to find the angles by using the given length of point. Right? So write down the subtopic as finding 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 unknown angles. Finding unknown angles. Finding unknown angles using trigonometric ratios. Finding unknown angles using trigonometric ratios. Right. So then we will see an example how it is done. So I'll be erasing this file. Now imagine you have a triangle. Let's say you have a triangle like this. And I mention an angle as theta. So I can use any other rectangle, right? It doesn't matter. Theta. I will be giving two sides of the triangle. So I'll give here 5 centimeters and here 9 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 9 centimeter. Now you have to think how you have to think and imagine what will be the ratio, what will be the trigonometric ratio that you can apply here. What will be the most suitable trigonometric ratio, whether it is sine we can apply or cosine or tan. What do you think? What do you think? What is the ratio we can apply here? Sine or cosine or tan? What is the suitable ratio? How do we decide what is the suitable ratio? You have to find what are the sides given. Angle there, opposite side is not there. Opposite is not given. Then opposite here, hypotenuse is known and this is adjacent. Adjacent and hypotenuse sides are given. Then what is the ratio coming up with adjacent and hypotenuse? Sine or cosine or tan? What is it? Sine or cosine or tan? Adjacent and hypotenuse? What is the ratio? Sine or cosine or tan?
Cosine.
Cosine ratio. So I write cosine theta is my angle is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 5. Hypotenuse is 9. Now okay. Now the next step will be sorry. Next step will be cos theta equal 5 over 9. How to find theta? This is the method, right? We call it as inverse. Theta equal cos inverse. Cos inverse 5 over 9. Theta equal cos inverse the value you have in the other side, which is 5 over 9. Don't take the decimal answer and then substitute. Substitute as it is. I will show you how it is substituted using calculator. Is it visible for you? I believe so. I press shift button and then cosine. Right? Not that much clear anyhow. Shift cosine button, then 5 divided by 9. Then when I press enter, I am getting the respective angle in decrease. So that is how you can use the scientific calculator. Shift cosine button, then type this fraction there. Then when you press equal, you are getting the answer as 56.25. 56.25. But normally we write it for 3 significant figures. If you don't have the scientific calculator, you have to use the scientific calculator using computer or maybe a mobile, any kind of a suitable device, right? Anyhow, you have to use the scientific calculator because using standard calculator we can't do the inverse calculation. So this is the method. Now think as the second example, which ratio will be working here? If I apply sine or cosine or tan, I can get the fraction in between 4 and 10. and apply the ratio and get the angle. If you found, let me know the answer. If you found, let me know the answer quickly. What do you think? What is the most suitable ratio for the second example to apply to find the angle? 21.9 for three significant figures. So we might have found the answer. Manuja and Noneli, may I know from you also? Then I can get an idea you have got the method. So the most important thing is identify the correct ratio with the sine, with the cosine, or tan. After that, finding it is not going to be difficult. So here alpha is there. Then this will be the opposite side. This is hypotenuse and this will be adjacent. Then opposite and adjacent are given. Then it will be tangent ratio. So tan alpha is equal to opposite over adjacent 4/10. If I simplify 4/10, we can simplify it easily, which becomes 0.4. Exactly. So alpha will be tan inverse 0.4. Tan inverse 0.4. If you type tan inverse 0.4 in the calculator, you are getting it as 21.80. So 21.801. Then if it is 21.8014, if I go for three significant figures, I think your answer is not going to be 21.9, right? 21.8 will be correct for three significant figures. Vivek, please double check it, alright? I think you have got the answer correctly, but when you write for three significant figures only, you have done that small mistake there. Therefore, always when you type in the calculator, what you get in the calculator, write it as it is. Then write for the three significant figure I. If you write the three significant figure answer directly without this system, you won't get the marks for this even. But if you write the answer you are getting in the calculator, then go for three significant figures, you are getting some marks here. Okay. So please get used to those methods, right? Now we have done two examples how we can apply sine, cosine, tan ratios in order to find out unknown angles in triangles. Then two sides are covered. But one thing is missing more. What is it? You can see here they had not given this side. And here also they hadn't given this side. There is a method called as Pythagoras theorem. I think I reminded you earlier when we were doing vectors lesson, we had to use it, therefore I mentioned it. But here we will do it officially, the Pythagoras theorem. Then with the support of Pythagoras theorem, we will be able to apply the sine, cosine, tan ratios more for more difficult questions, right? Put a star mark and write down. Put a star mark and write down. In each of these examples, we could find out in each of these examples, we could find out unknown lengths, we could find out unknown lengths and angles, and angles of right angle triangles of right angle triangles. Full stop. There is another important result. There is another important result. There is another important result which we can apply, which we can apply which we can apply to find out unknown lengths unknown lengths of a right angle triangle. To find out unknown length of a right angle triangle. It is called as Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Now we will see how do we write down the Pythagoras theorem for a right angle triangle. First of all, I'll go right angle triangle. I will label it using capital letters ABC. Then you can clearly see that what is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest length of the side which is opposite to right angle. That is going to be the hypotenuse. Then, if I write down the relationship for the Pythagoras theorem, we can prove it rather than writing it directly. The Pythagoras theorem, we can prove it. I will show you how it is proved even. Then it will be much more helpful for you. I'll do it like this. What do I do? I'm going to construct squares. I'm going to construct what? Squares which is equal to a side length of BC. I'm going to create a square on side BC such that the side length of that square will be the length of BC, which means it will be something like this. Similarly, I construct another square at here, AB side also. And finally, to the hypotenuse also I do the same thing. Just square. Now imagine if this side length is 3 centimeters. Let's say this side length is 3 centimeters for this example. Then how much is the area of this square? If this side is 3, how much is the area of this square? The below one. How much? Area. If this is a square, if side length is 3 by 3, what is the area? How much? So what I have done is, I have a right angle triangle ABC. There, I constructed I have drawn three squares on each side of the triangle. Three squares means if this side is having a length of 3, this is also 3, 3, 3, like that. Let's say this side length is 4, then this is also 4, this is also 4, like that. Then I know this side length is 5, this is also 5. Now tell me what is the area of this square? Area? How much? Area?
9.
9. Area of this square? This side one? How much?
16.
How much?
16.
16. This is 3 times 3, 9. This is 4 times 4, 16. And finally, what about this? 5 times 5. Okay. Now, I can write down if I get the addition of 9 and 16. 9 plus 16, how much? 25. Can you see that area is there? When I get the sum of areas of these two squares, 9 and 16, it becomes 25. That is equal to the area of this square, which I have drawn on the hypotenuse. So this is how we do Pythagoras theorem actually. But they don't ask you to prove the Pythagoras theorem, rather apply it. But I have shown you the method. How can we prove it, right? So finally, I can write down this file label using three capital letters. This is capital P. So this is capital P. This is capital Q. This is capital R. Labeling the three squares. Then area of P plus area of Q is equal to area of R. Right? So this is how we can do the result for Pythagoras theorem. Just have a small sketch of this what I have drawn here. Then now we will go to the final theorem. Right? Quickly copy down this. It may look like too much and too many numbers are there, but roughly have the diagram.